Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we'll be benchmarking the game, the Watchdogs 1 and 2. So before we start, let's look at the specs of the computer that we are going to test. So we are using the AMD Ryzen 5 2600 processor. For the motherboard, we are using the Asus Prime A320MK. For the memory, we are using a single channel 8GB RAM. And for the graphics, we are using the Radeon Rx580 series of Gigabyte. So let's start with the benchmarking. So before we start the benchmarking of Watchdogs 1, let's look at the settings that we are going to use. Let's go to Option, Display. We are using the resolution of 1920 x 1080, refresh rate of 60, full screen mode, vertical sync as off, and textures to ultra, anti-aliasing to FXAA. And as per as the graphics quality, I have set everything to the ultra settings. So let's look at some of the gameplay.
Out now.
No, no.
911, please state your emergency.
You need to send the police right away. Please hurry.
Squad on units initiating CTOS scan for suspect. A patrol car has been dispatched after the suspect.
Stop now. Please, don't move.
So for the ultra settings, we get around an average of 60 to 80 FPS. So let's look at the FPS for the medium to high settings. Let's go to Option, Graphics Quality, and let's set to medium. And click back.
Move.
No, don't. Oh, crap.
911, what is your emergency?
I need the cops as fast as you can get out here.
This is squad, we got a green light on CTOS search. Scanning for suspect now. all units, we've lost him. CTOS scan is a bust.
What's your emergency? Can you send the police? There's gunfire.
Squad to all units, CTOS scan.
So as you can see, we get an average of 100 FPS in the medium settings. I would really recommend you guys to try out the ultra settings that we get at around 60 to 80 FPS, and it's quite smooth in the experience that we play. And now let's try for Watchdogs 2. So before we start benchmarking the Watchdogs 2, let's look at the settings that we are going to use in the game. So let's go to settings, let's go to video, and this is the display settings that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the resolution of 1920 x 1080, and the vertical sync I've set to off, and the monitor refresh rate I've set to auto. Let's go to quality, and in the quality we are using for now I'm going to use all the high settings for now. At the bottom I have turned on the anti-aliasing. So let's look at the benchmarking.
Consider this your 10-sec initiation, Retro. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to bypass Bloom security doors and get inside. Then find and erase your personal CTOS profile.
Whatever they have on me, it's all bullshit. And I'm sick of getting harassed for it.
All the more reason for a purge. We'll be watching.
Try to keep up.
By the way, we put this playlist together to set the mood. Hope you like it.
You're wasting your time. He's not in.
Gotcha.
So that's him.
He's got a gun. Is that a problem?
Well, problems are why you keep me around, right?
Time him. I'm curious.
Too late. He's in.
Already?
I have no idea.
No synonyms either. Give me a real answer.
I'm just not that into aliens or video games.
It's not just any alien.
It's oh come on. Anyone else having a problem with their phone? Ooh, what? Oh god! Oh god!
Who is he?
It's retro.
The home domain awareness hacker? That retro?
Yes. We told you that already?
Yeah, I never listened.
Oh, come on.
What's his deal?
He was raised in Oakland but was born in
His deal is, he's been hanging around the DedSec IRC and he's got cred. Figured we'd give him a test drive.
on the hardest difficulty. Nobody's been able to delete their CTOS profile before.
I want to see if he's smart, stubborn, or both.
So as you can see that we get an average of 90 to 100 FPS in the Watchdogs 2 at the high settings. So let's try the ultra settings. Let's go to settings, video, and I have changed the current settings to everything to ultra settings. Now let's check out the FPS that we get.
So what's his deal?
He was raised in Oakland but was born in...
His deal is, he's been hanging around the DedSec IRC and he's got cred. Figured we'd give him a test drive.
on the hardest difficulty. Nobody's been able to delete their CTOS profile before.
I want to see if he's smart, stubborn, or both.
Check it out. I hear you. There's something over there. Where'd he go? I'm in trouble here! Cover! What the hell? Take a look. I'm dry. Reloading. Keep your eyes open. Track him down. Come out. Give up. Let's see what you got, hacker. Don't see anyone. Moving on. Keep your eyes and ears open. Got an operative down!
Come on.
He's done this before.
CTOS tagged him as the prime suspect in a high-tech burglary. So,
He's done time?
community service. Not enough evidence. Just the word of CTOS's predictive algorithms. But once in the system,
Always in the system.
holy shit. He went for it.
You won't have much time before the backups kick in.
He's going in the hot aisle.
It's at least 120 degrees in there.
Give the man props. He's going the mile.
So for the ultra settings, we get an average of 30 to 60 FPS. I would recommend you guys to try out the high or very high settings in the Watchdogs 2, so as it gives a better experience in the gameplay. So if you guys enjoyed my video, please do like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you.